Hey everybody, it's Polaris. I wanted to come on here and talk about how I've been feeling. I actually wanted to record this video yesterday, but I was kind of getting in my head about it, so I was like, you know what? Like, I'm just trying to show myself that it's okay to do things not out of like feeling pressure to do it, and just honor that I didn't feel like sharing it. But what inspired me and kind of was a confirmation that I wanted to share it was I got a comment from one of my from someone who's been like watching since pretty much the beginning, how it seems like I'm a lot happier than how I was when I first started recording. And that meant so much to me because like I know how I feel internally and I do feel like a lot happier, but it's it's different and nice to see when it's shown from the outside and someone else can recognize it. So I want to like talk about what I've been feeling and kind of the journey, I guess. So I'm gonna start with the Linkin Park concert. If y'all haven't seen my last video, please watch it because Linkin Park just means absolutely so much to me. And also to everyone commenting and watching the video, like absolutely thank you. And to people who've like followed after watching that video, I was shocked of how many like views it has already and how many comments I've been getting. Like it's just so nice to like meet new people and to like connect. And I'm so glad like a lot of people can relate to me, and it was just truly such a blessing. But for me, like as I kind of touched on that video, like not seeing Linkin Park was a catalyst, I guess you could say, but it really like changed my life, and I believe everything happens for a reason. And so it helped change to where basically I am today. But I still held on to a lot of regret of not seeing Linkin Park. Like I'm someone that obviously I'm still human, so I still feel regret, but I might only feel it for like a day, maybe a week at most, and then I'll let it go. And because I just know everything happens for a reason, and so I really try not to hold on to it. Like I'll let myself feel it and just learn from it and then move on. It's a really quick process. But not seeing Linkin Park was just like a deep in my soul kind of regret that I guess truthfully I didn't forgive myself for, if I'm being honest. And I didn't realize it until like, well, I'll get there in a second. But for me, like the way I envision it in my head is like I had like my younger self, like I would say from like 14 to 17, 14 to 18, so around that age range. Like she's been kind of like holding my hand, but like kind of like hiding behind me. And I've been like leading, and she's been like kind of testing me to see if she can trust me. Of just like, hey, I want to do this thing, or hey, I'm feeling uncomfortable, or hey, like, you know, just like kind of like nudging me. And each time those little voices pop up, like I follow that nudge and I just show myself that I can trust myself. And like that's why like when I was feeling uncomfortable with like sharing this message at first, I honored that, right? And when I got to the Linkin Park concert and like they started playing Somewhere I Belong, which for me, like, you know, all their songs are very meaningful to me, but the fact that they started off with that song, and I've been like, I can't get into it right now because I'll get emotional already. Like I've been so emotional, but I literally felt like my inner child just come to the forefront, and I felt literally like from the earth, like up through my feet, all the way up through my body, and just like out, like it felt like it was like raining around me. This like huge like inner healing, and I'm like seeing that moment again in my head and feeling it. And I just started bawling, and I just kept telling myself, like, I made it. Like, I made it here. Like, I'm actually here. Like, oh. Because I literally thought that moment was impossible. And I've always known, like, deep in my soul that nothing is impossible. And the only time something becomes impossible is when you tell yourself it's impossible. Then it becomes impossible. But I really didn't think it was possible. I really did not. Like that was like the one thing I was like, nah, that's not gonna happen. And so when it happened, and it was better than I could have ever imagined, like I like it really cracked open that part of me that was like, why do I think anything's impossible? Like, truthfully, why? And I don't want to say there's no reason, but there wasn't a reason. Like, in the sense of not a reason that I should be holding on to. And I literally felt like instead of my inner child like hiding behind me, she's now like standing with me, and it's like we've really reconnected. And the best way I can describe that is like I felt like, I'm not saying broken in the sense of unhealed or damaged. I'm saying broken as in like torn apart, like a puzzle, where you have the bigger picture, but there's like pieces you have to put together, right? And for me, like that part of myself, like it felt like was missing those pieces, and I didn't really realize those pieces were missing, and I just couldn't find them, and they were like lost. And going to that concert, it's like I got to put those puzzle pieces into the whole picture. And now I'm like looking at the whole thing and I'm just like, whoa. Like there's a lot of like emotions coming up out of it. And that's why I was like a little like scared to talk about it. But even like before the concert happened, like I just kept telling myself, I'm like, do you realize you're gonna go see Linkin Park? Like, have you really realized that? And I'm like, yeah, totally. And I was crying a lot, and I kind of like was a little bit uncomfortable with my crying, and so I kind of like would push the feeling away. But even like after the concert, like I've been crying so much, like in my personal space and bubble, like I've just been crying, and I haven't been sleeping, and I was like aware of it, but I wasn't really. I was like, I'm fine. Like, I'm fine. Like, I'm actually freaking great. I'm actually the best I've ever been. Like, what is happening, you know? And one night I was up way too late, and I had like told myself, because I was like scrolling, and I have like, I don't like to scroll. I would prefer not to scroll. I would rather be using my time differently. But I know that can also be being hard on myself. And so I was like, you know what? What if I just change the script tonight? What if I told myself I'm actually proud that I just let myself scroll and just be, and because I've already been doing so much. And when I said that to myself, I like started like crying, and I was like, whoa, okay, what's going on? And I asked myself like, what's wrong? And I kept like, even in my own head was like, I'm fine. I was like, okay. I like told myself, I'm like, I can't like keep playing this game. Like I have to like please like be honest with myself. Like I need to be honest with myself, because if I don't even know how I'm feeling truthfully, how am I supposed to move forward? How am I supposed to heal? How am I supposed to learn? How am I supposed to connect with myself and connect with others if I really don't know what I'm feeling? Especially because I've been feeling so disconnected from people, and I was like, I need to connect internally. And and what came out, because I was like, I wanted the truth, was it actually was a song by Chase Atlantic, but it was like, I feel empty, and I was just like, and I just took a deep breath, and I was just like trying to like understand why I felt empty. And I was like, oh, I was like, I'm not used to feeling content and at peace. And like I've been practicing that, right? And I do like feel that internally, but like to feel it on like a whole, because like I said, I felt this whole healing energy finally just like connect, like all those dots, like I said, like the puzzle, like it all finally connected. And I hadn't like felt it as a whole like consistently, and I was like in shock. And so my brain was like, I feel empty. I'm like, let's pause. And so I told, like, I just like, I was started just crying so much, and so I just like honored that, like those dark feelings, and I started journaling, because I was like, I need to get it out. And I kept telling myself while I was journaling, I was like, these words do not define you. These words do not control you. Like, I'm safe to get these feelings out. I'm safe to write, I feel empty. I feel like what else is left? Like I'm allowed to like have those dark feelings come up and honor that. And honestly, like after I wrote it, I laughed, because it's like my brain is like, why is it that easy? Why is it that easy to heal? Like I just wrote it out, and I let myself cry, and I was just honest with myself, and now I feel better, and I feel actually like 10 times lighter than I did before. And I just wrote to myself, I was like thank you for sharing this with me. Like, I'm really glad I talked this out and got to connect with myself, and that I love myself and I'm proud of myself, and got to reconnect after like letting those feelings out. And I was really proud of myself. And it just feels like where I am in life, like it feels like I'm finally like at the mountain peak. Like I've been climbing this mountain and it's like I finally like am at the mountain peak, and I'm just like enjoying the view and just looking out at everything around me and just breathing in so deeply, like being so intentional with breathing deeply all the time. At least like when I can, right? Because breathing can be a little unconscious, but being conscious with it and slowing down. And honestly, like I'm just like, I'm okay with just sitting here. Because before I reached this point of my life, like I've been practicing and practicing and practicing, like not being on go 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 all the time, right? Like I have to do this, I have to do this, I have to do that. Like I can't sit down and rest. I have to do this. And so the fact that right now I actually feel so comfortable with resting and just even like even if like a little bit of like guilt comes up, like I'm just like it like pops up for like a second and I can just move on. Like the way I see like a lot of my thoughts and emotions like passing clouds. Like sure I can see it, and sometimes I like might look at a thought and feeling more for a longer amount of time, but at the end of the day it still passes and it's not like a part of me. Or I don't like cling on to it as much. Um and so like the fact that I'm just like, life will tell me when it's time to move. Life, like I just really am so grounded in going with the flow. I actually wrote I don't know, just wrote something about this and I posted it. At least as of recording this, I posted it today. But I'm probably gonna post this tomorrow. Because I like to separate. Anyways, but like change is part of life, and like creatures hibernate and flowers don't bloom all year round. Sometimes they bloom only certain parts of the year. And so it's like honoring that I'm part of the earth and I also can go through periods of rest and periods of blooming, and I don't have to like be a certain way. Like things will come as they are meant to. Like a tree doesn't like forcefully lose its leaves, or it doesn't like trying to hold on to it. Like it just happens so naturally. And I remember like after like the concert the next day I was walking, and because it's fall, and so or like starting, and I just saw like the like leaves falling off a tree and how it was like kind of like glistening in the sun. I was just like, wow. Like I was like, life is so beautiful. And I always like feel that, but it's like always like it's just like a more appreciation and gratitude for life, and that's the energy I've been living in. It's just gratitude and also just being so grounded. Like as of right now recording this is actually a new moon, and I was like releasing, right? That's why I spent that time with myself. I'm like, okay, something needs to come up, needs to be released. Let's just surrender to this feeling. And now I'm in the new stage of setting the intention. And the intention I want to set is just being so grounded, because especially this feeling I feel, I've been wanting this feeling for so long. I've been literally like, I've been wanting this my whole life. My inner child has dreamed of feeling this way. And you know what? Patting myself on the back, because I know how much work I went through to feel this feeling in my soul, like practicing it every day and not giving up on myself. And so now that it's a feeling that comes so naturally, and like obviously like I'm human, so like emotions are gonna come up. Like it's fine. Like I honor those. Um, but I don't like get too far ahead. Like being on this mountain, I'm really like in a really reflective point of my life, and I feel like very nostalgic, but also like excited for my future. Um, where it's like I see the path behind and I see the path ahead, and I'm just like, I'll get to where I'm meant to go when I need to, and just really trusting in the divine timing of life, and also honoring myself that I'll know when it's time to move. Um, but yeah, I feel so much lighter in my day to day life. And I don't know. It's there's there's like I said, like I'm still human, so there's still like doubts that come up that I'm like, is this actually how I'm supposed to be feeling? But it's just I'm just like, yes, yes, you've been wanting to feel this type of peace your whole life, and now you feel like you're kind of freaking out because it's like not comfortable or it's not familiar. So there is a part of me that still kind of freaks out about it, but I just like tell myself I'm just like, it's okay, and then I'm like, oh yeah, you're right, and then I move on quickly. It's okay. It's okay. That was embarrassing, but it's okay. Anyways, I'm gonna change the subject. I just made this. It is pasta. I've been craving pasta. So I did like this spicy kind of marinara sauce, and I did Alfredo. I have sausage in it. I actually haven't even ate this yet. It's been sitting in front of me. My mouth is watering. But I wanted to try it on camera. I put spinach as well and tomatoes for extra, just extra, I don't know. Oh yeah. 2 thumbs up for that. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I haven't been like, that is so good. I like my family knows how to make homemade Alfredo sauce and I know how to make it. I was just like, I just want something quick and easy. In honor that I just want something easy. That is really good. That Alfredo is good. Especially mixed with the spicy marinara. Oh my French kiss. That is so good. That is delicious. I'm gonna scarf this down. I'm gonna watch Formula One. And I'm gonna just let myself be. And just be in this moment and enjoy it and be so grounded and enjoying this food and honoring myself and just loving myself. But thank you everybody for watching, and be sure to take care of yourself, okay? And as always, like I feel like I've been saying this every video, but find a way to honor yourself today. And if it's just one thing, just make that baby step. And sometimes I need that reminder too. But just honor yourself, okay? I love you so much and stay safe, okay? Bye.